That right there was Siri HomePod. I have Google Home, but everything I own is Apple, and I want to keep it that way. I don't know why, I just like Apple stuff. Plus, I was at the Apple store, and they were playing a movie on that thing. The sound on that is incredible. It's definitely better than my my Google Home. But I just got it, so I don't know if it's gonna live up to be like Google Home. Google Home, I was very happy with it. So let's see how this Siri HomePod works out. Anyway, speaking of talking to devices, I want to talk a little bit about speaking to the camera, or even speaking in public in general. Actually, let's just talk about speaking to the camera. I just did a talk at San Jose State to a bunch of kids, talked to them about business, what I do, what I did after college, basically my life experience after college. It was a great talk. But the people that were talking before me, I noticed they were just standing there, and I could tell people in the audience were starting to get bored. So one thing that I made sure of when I went up there is to move around and keep everybody engaged and excited. And then it made me think about talking into the camera. Now, I sometimes don't really have anything exciting to show, but I just want to preach about something, about an experience or something. And I noticed I've seen other YouTubers also do this, but all they do is just sit in one place and they talk forever. So, just like speaking into an audience and you want to move around to keep them engaged so they don't fall asleep looking at you in one spot, it's good to move around just like I did right now when you're talking into the camera. Now, I've even seen some pretty experienced YouTubers have an episode where they're just talking into the camera and they just sit in one spot. And I don't know about you, but it's hard for me to, stay engaged when they don't move around. Plus, I think that when we watch somebody on video, not only are we interested in them and their character and what they're saying and their overall persona, but moving around and being in different places, seeing the background shades, that's what causes interest. And then it just keeps you there engaged to watch whatever it is they have to say. I've seen videos of people that really don't have anything interesting to say, but the fact that they're moving around is just entertaining. Yet again, I've also seen people talk about very interesting things, but because they don't move around, they're just static in one place. It's very hard to follow. By moving around, it captivates the audience. It keeps them engaged. Where is he going next? People actually get interested to see what's behind you more than yourself. Woo! I'm sure you've seen those pictures on Instagram where people post a picture, but the comments talk more about what's behind them than the actual picture. I took a class in speech, and they taught us that we should move around every 3 seconds. Now, that's very hard to remember when you're talking in front of an audience. So one technique that I do is I at least walk. I'll use my hands a lot. And I believe in that technique because I've gone to conferences where people talk and the person just stands there, and I myself am thinking in my head, come on, move around. Again, it's just a way to keep your audience engaged. Not only are you talking to them about interesting things, but they also want to see your character. Who are you? What's your personality? You're not just talking just to talk and preach whatever it is you need to preach, but you also want to show yourself as a person. Who are you and what's your persona like? And you'll see this technique used by other YouTubers. Coney Warner, he jumps into frame.
All right, here's the situation.
He moves it, he jumps into frame again.
Side of it. Vlog 152.
Casey Neistat is skating all around New York.
I'm happy to share with you that.
Or you might see Peter McKinnon do an errand in his truck, or maybe take the snowmobile out. Actually, he just sold the snowmobile, so he doesn't have it anymore. Anyway, you guys get my point. Move around and things will be more interesting. Time to go to the van store and get us a penny board. Hello.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Thank
Enjoy.
you. Alright guys, keep your videos exciting. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Peace.